feel like that's gonna fall.
Hold on, let me try to adjust this.
Is that it? Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Working on mine.
Thank you so much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. You good, Logan?
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I almost just deleted my card. I literally took portraits and I was like, oh, I just delete this.
I never delete till I'm done with whatever I'm doing.
That's the
I
way to
delete
go.
when you come
It's
in.
really frightening.
Then I can delete it and I have 50 clips from the day before and 50 clips from today, so. You find it always sucks.
Amy, where do those doors lead to?
They're gonna be coming out this door.
How about those four doors?
Out
Oh, all
to the
right.
lobby or other offices.
Do you need to be aware of where?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. No, the saddest was the lady that was killed with her husband had a heart attack and he died. I'm dying if you see my girlfriend.
You're going to Florida. I've seen something nice. I'm thinking that life insurance policy. I'll meet you down there. Okay. Oh, my gosh.
Well, first of all, I was right. I told you there'd be a scary group of media people out here, and there'd be lights and cameras and an intimidating group if there ever were one. So I need to. We're going to the 11 o'clock together. Oh, all right. Remind me to talk to you about the colony. All right. So, okay, sir. Give me a break. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to take part in the announcement we want to make this morning. We have a couple things we want to announce. First of all, 5 new people that are joining our team, and we're going to talk a little bit about them and their backgrounds, and I'll let you hear from them yourselves. But then I also want to talk about, at a larger level, the process we're undertaking to have these wonderful men and women presented to City Council and confirmed by City Council, and to go through that process, not just for them, but for all of our commissioners and directors, because we're a little backlogged on that. So that's sort of the agenda as it is. But we're here because we have 5 positions that we have filled and 5 people that we know are going to do an excellent job providing services to the citizens of Toledo. We always take this very seriously. It is always possible that these positions could be filled quickly if quickness was our goal. Some of these positions could have been filled, weeks ago, maybe even months ago. But quickness is not our primary goal. Finding the right mix of talented, dedicated public servants is. And so we took the time to do it right. We reviewed and studied and talked and interviewed, and we have arrived today at, I think, an exciting day where we have some new talent and some new energy joining our organization. So here are the 5, and I'll just kind of give a brief overview and then invite them all to make some comments if they're interested. And I present them merely in alphabetical order. So no one is any more important than the other. They are all co-equally awesome. But in alphabetical order, we begin with David Bush, who is to my right, your left. He is going to be the new commissioner of the Save Our Community initiative. This is a program that has been written about and discussed quite a bit over the last year and a half. And after our commissioner took another job opportunity, we went through a process of finding someone that we felt could bring the unique skill set necessary to make a difference. And David Bush is that person. He's worked at the Toledo Lucas County Library as a associate librarian since 1993. He will be responsible for implementing the city's violence interrupter program. He's a lifelong Toledoan. He has a lot of similarities with me. This is not one of them. He loves to run and work out and exercise, and his physique indicates that he succeeds at running and working out. He is the founder and executive director of the Mad Poet Society and graduated from Scott High School in 1982 with another one of the people we are going to introduce today. But adhering as we are to alphabetical order, we will save Casey Diggins for just a moment from now, his Scott High School classmate. Because before we get to Casey, I would like to introduce Danielle Cisterino. She's going to be our Commissioner of Youth Services. She has over 20 years of experience with teen programming and curriculum building at ProMedica. She'll be responsible for the youth development strategy and development and develop new opportunities for youth programming. We're really excited about what we're doing in the youth programming space this year. Obviously, we had a news conference at Wilson Park highlighting the 100 programs that we're offering for kids. It's an exciting time, and I know Danielle will help lead those efforts. She loves to play volleyball, loves to read, and is an avid true crime reader. So we're getting deep into the weeds of likes and dislikes on the bios today. Next is Casey Diggins, who was, I was alluded to earlier, since he graduated with David at Scott High School in 1982. He is going to be our Commissioner of Code Compliance. I see Rosalind Clemens sitting in the back. She is will be working with Casey and is part of the team in her department. Has already been with the city for 5 years, is a supervisor of code compliance, but will bring over 20 years of experience with real estate and housing management, also a lifelong Toledoan, and really passionate about neighborhood revitalization, housing revitalization, and it will be a fantastic, and already has been a fantastic add to our team. Valerie Fatica is our new disability manager for the city of Toledo. She will be responsible for advancing strategic policies and programs for people with disabilities. She is an attorney, having graduated from the University of Toledo Law School, and serves on the Lucas County Law Library Resources Board, the Toledo Law Association, the Children's Rights Collaborative, and is a member of the Toledo Walleye Sled Hockey Team, and is a Glass City Backspinners wheelchair tennis player. You can add those two talents to the long list of things that I would be no good at and can't do, but luckily, and so I feel like I'm surrounded by very athletic, high-achieving people here. I need to yield the microphone pretty soon. So we're excited to have Valerie with us. And fifthly, not finally, but last in alphabetical order, is someone that I've known for a number of years and have had a chance to work with, maybe not directly, personally, although actually yes. Way back in the day we did work directly personally, but primarily over the last 25, if not 30 years, I've been a part of organizations that have worked with Jim and the groups he's been with, but I'm talking about Jim Mulnar, who is our new Director of Building and Code Compliance. He'll oversee the daily operations of building and code compliance, and will help develop program goals and objectives. For the last 15 years, he has worked in the Lucas County Auditor's Office, working in the real estate administration field, loves the outdoors, and worked with me when I was a city council person many years ago, when I first came on city council. But Jim, among his many other talents, is a incredibly hard worker. Everyone up here is a hard worker, but Jim works hard, and he puts in long hours and serves the taxpayers well, and we're excited to have him in this new role. So that's kind of the overview of what I want to say here at the beginning. I have a couple things I want to say at the end about the process. But before I get into that, I'd like to invite each one of these individuals to just say a few words of introduction if they would like, and I'll begin with David.
Thank you, Mayor Wade. Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I am the new commissioner of Save Our City. My name is David Bush, and I would like to start by saying it is both a blessing and an honor to serve in such an important capacity that is for the city of Toledo. I wanted this job. You see, I wanted this job much like many of you because I am sick and tired of the toll that gun violence has taken on families here in the city of Toledo. I know that we are hurting. However, we all are hurting collectively. So today, I stand before you because I'm excited and I'm hopeful by today, by being able to potentially solve a lot of different issues within our community. I would like to end by sharing with you a quote that has always provided me with hope and direction, and that quote is by the great Benjamin Franklin, and it goes like this: "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, but involve me and I learn." In order to truly deal with gun violence within our community, that is, it is going to take the sum of all of us. And in this capacity, I will give you my all. My first day in office will be May the 31st, that's Tuesday, and of course, job one will be to get caught up to speed. Thank you very much.
Next, we'd like to hear from Danielle Cisterino, our new Commissioner of Youth Services.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Danielle Cisterino, and I am so proud to be the Youth Commissioner, the Commissioner of Youth Services for the city. I was born and raised right here in Toledo. I'm a graduate of Bowser High School, and I also graduated from the University of Toledo with my master's in public health. I love this town, and I know that together we're going to do great things, just as David alluded to. From a very early age, I became very passionate about youth programming, as it quite literally changed my life. I know firsthand the impact that positive mentoring can have on a child's life and the difference that it can make in a person's life throughout the rest of their life. To me, programming is everything, because really, no matter what else is going on, what kind of circumstances we have in the world, programming has the power to lift young people up and support them through to successful adulthood. It has the power to change the trajectory of a child's future, which changes communities. We know that having even just one caring adult in a person's life as a child outside of the home helps to build resilience and create protective factors against so many of the things that we don't want for our children. In my role, I plan to immerse myself in the current programs that are available to our youth. I'm also going to focus on creating tools and strengthening the systems we have for program evaluation. Even more importantly, I'm going to be taking a critical look at where the gaps are, developing strategies on how we can address those gaps, filling them with quality, sustainable programming for our young people, with the ultimate goal that all young people will have equal access and opportunity. I'm so honored to be in this role, and I promise to do everything I can in my power to increase and improve our youth programming and services here in Toledo. Thank you.
We didn't set out to turn this into a Scott High School class of 1982 reunion, but as it turns out, two of the five people up here do have that distinction, and we want to hear next from our new Commissioner of Code Compliance, Casey Diggins.
Good morning to all of you. My name is Casey Diggins, and I am going to be filling the position of Commissioner of Code Compliance. First and foremost, we want to thank the mayor and also the administration for the opportunity that's being afforded. I am a lifelong Toledoan, graduate of Scott High School, class of '82. As it was mentioned, and David and I actually have been friends since high school. And we are certainly thankful for the opportunity, but what that says is that there's a commitment to the city. When you are raised in the city of Toledo, attended high school, you may go away for college or military or whatever travels may exist or come about, but to return to Toledo and have impact like we have now and be included in decisions that are made moving forward in terms of being able to have impact in the city is a great opportunity, and that's exactly what the goal is to have impact and influence over what happens in our community, what happens within our neighborhoods, and to try to do our best in terms of being able to make sure that the individuals who, for us or for myself, that own real estate within the city are not only adhering to the compliant or code, but also being able to contribute to a successful community. And those are tasks that we have in front of us. They are great tasks, but we feel very confident with the support of the administration, support of the community, support of our leadership, that we can get the job done. And so I personally, I'm like everyone else that has come up to this podium this morning, I am elated. I can't wait to get here in the morning, and I try to stay as late as I can, oftentimes forcing myself to leave because I have to get prepared for the next day. But I am committed to doing whatever is possible in order to have that level of success that is expected of all of us. And so again, I thank you for the opportunity to share with you this morning. I thank the administration, the mayor, and then also the 5 individuals that stand with me this morning to be able to get to work, roll our sleeves up, and get the job done. Thanks again.
Oops. Is this yours? All right. Okay. All right. Next, we want to hear from Valerie, our new disability manager for the city of Toledo. Well, I think I'm good enough to do this. There we go. All right.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity to serve as disability manager starting June 10th. I grew up in Northwest Ohio, and I graduated from the University of Toledo College of Law, as the mayor stated. And since then, I've built my personal and professional life here in Toledo. I've been involved in both the disability community and the community at large. I'm really committed to helping make this, as the mayor's stated goal was, the most disability-friendly community in the United States. And what a great goal. And I know it's got to take a lot of work, and we can certainly make a lot of progress. I'm really looking forward to being a big part of that and really moving Toledo forward. Thank you.
Right. Well, thank you very much for everything you do and will continue to do for us. And last but not least, I want to introduce Jim Mulmar. Again, I've known for a number of years, consider a friend, and when Karen, who disappeared into her office before the news conference began, when we talked about this position a few months ago, talked about, you know, what does it need, what sort of person, and we decided that more than anything else, we just need someone who is a tenaciously hard worker, given the challenges we have. And we looked at each other and said, Jim Mulnar might be the hardest working person that we know. So without further ado, Jim Mulnar.
Well, thank you, Mayor, for that confidence in me. And while it may be true, it's nice to hear. Not that I'm the hardest, but I do try to work hard. I do believe in working hard. I want to say that I am super excited to be here. As I was listening to everyone else, I kept hearing, I forget what movie it is, but the song where, like, you know, we're the greatest city in the world. And that's what I think of Toledo. Hopefully there's no copyright infringes on that. But I really do. Toledo, you know, I've gotten to visit a lot of different places, a lot of different cities, and Toledo really is amazing. Has a lot of hardworking people, a lot of passionate people, we respect each other. I like to think of, you know, Toledo being on the border of Michigan, Ohio, how amazing it is, how we can have the Michigan-Ohio State game here, and we can all sit in the same room and watch the game, and we don't want to kill each other at the end. We still end up hugging whether or not who wins or loses, and we walk away and we're still friends and we're still family, and that's just something amazing about Toledo. And I've been passionate about public service at a very young age, and I really got involved because I really thought the government always has room for improvement. And with this creation of the building inspection and code compliance department, with the 2 divisions of building inspection and code compliance, this is an extremely awesome opportunity to be able to take those 2 departments that can work very well with each other and complement each other and focus on the needs in the community that need to be addressed that fall into those departments. On top of building on a lot of the efforts that have happened recently with different surveys that have been done to identify areas that need more attention and and strategies that can be implemented to hopefully find results in a pretty short time period, and then to utilize existing technologies and to capitalize on them to streamline processes and just be able to provide more, faster, and better service to our citizens and to our neighborhoods, to provide better health, safety, and livability. So, thank you all.
Over time, Jim will eventually learn only I get to sing at news conferences. But it's okay. It's a first day privilege we'll waive. So, just logistically speaking, I know if you have not already had this distributed to you, we will soon do it, but their bios, their start dates, salaries, and all the things that go into the transparent disclosure that we like to do in moments like this. Hopefully you already have it, or if not, you soon will. Obviously we'll provide that to you. And the next, so while these 5 individuals join the rest of our management team who are and have been serving in acting positions, we want to formalize their role with the city and give them the respect they deserve and give City Council the voice it deserves in this process as well. So these 5 names will be joining over a dozen other names in an ordinance that we're presenting to City Council today to begin the process of having City Council go through and consider and confirm not just these acting directors and commissioners, but people like Allison Armstrong, for instance, who has been technically our acting fire chief since the beginning of the year. But we want to make sure that she is fully confirmed and blessed by City Council. So that process is going to begin as well. It's relatively routine. We've been waiting to get some of the pieces in place to do it. So just as a final logistical point, all of those confirmations that have sort of been stacking up, as it were, over the last couple of weeks and months. Now with these 5, we thought it was a good time to send the ordinance to City Council, which we'll do today, and I assume City Council will consider it at their agenda review meeting on Tuesday, and my sense is they will consider it and move forward, and the acting titles will be swiftly removed from these and the other men and women who serve our city. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Also in the packet today, in addition to just the confirmation of these individuals, there are a handful of ordinances that will better define the departments that we have. You may recall, I believe we have 3 totally new departments in city government, and we have, maybe 7 or 8 departments that have been tweaked, maybe a different name, maybe different people reporting up the food chain. At any rate, a lot of paperwork, logistics in the packet today, but I wanted to bring that to the media's attention. So these and others are being sent to council, and about a dozen or so different ordinances pertaining to the creation or tweaking of different departments. So those are the logistical issues that are important, but the big takeaway is we're excited to have 5 new people working for us and pushing Toledo forward as we continue to make progress in so many areas. I don't know if anyone has any questions for me or questions for any one of these individuals one-on-one. We could do it as a group or do it one-on-one, but we just wanted to welcome you up here to introduce our new team, or parts of our new team. All right, looks like we'll do one-on-ones. All right, so thank you. Thank you.
Run over here.